Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran from Pickdawgz, and you're here for your free picks in the MLS on Saturday, September 2nd. Well, guys, it's not a full slate, but we have 12 games to talk about in the MLS. Saturday, we have some interesting rivalries going on, some interesting matchups, and I think it's going to be a great evening for us with a lot of free winners. For more free picks, go to the Pickdawgz YouTube channel, check it out, guys, subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, stay tuned for more free picks coming out every day on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. For my best bets, click the link in the description of this video. That will get you up to my page on the Pick Dawgz website, and there you can sign up. Of course, feel free to use that discount code PICK, and that will get you some additional discount on every single one of your purchases. So, MLS guys, let's get this show on the road. We are heating up the races for the playoffs are on, and we have New York City playing against Vancouver, and New York City is a fairly big favorite here at minus 104. I don't think they should be because Vancouver has been on fire. They are on a two-game winning streak. Both of those wins were on the road, and I would argue there is a case to be made for Vancouver money line here at plus 245. Maybe not even the money line. If you can take the double chance, the price is fairly good. But personally, I'm gonna go with both teams to score in over 2.5, which is minus 114, simply because Vancouver to keep two clean sheets in a row, I'm not sure it's possible to happen. And then again, New York City is definitely still in the hunt for that playoff spot or even the wild card spot. So both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Montreal and Columbus are facing off in the East. Both teams are coming off of a loss. Columbus lost to Houston on the road, while Montreal lost to New York City on the road. They will definitely try to bounce back, both of them. But I think that Montreal has the advantage here as the home team, and they haven't lost to Columbus in their last three games when playing at home. So. I'm gonna go with both teams to score in over 2.5 once again in this game. Columbus very solid this season. They will try to bounce back, at least get on the scoreboard after that shutout they suffered last week. And Montreal at home, like I said, I would give the advantage to them, and I definitely see them getting on the scoreboard as well. DC United is playing against Chicago, and I'm keeping this one very, very simple, guys. Chicago is in horrible form, five-game losing streak. Not that DC United is any better; they are on a four-game losing streak, but if they want to get to the playoffs, they have to beat Chicago, who are their main competitors here. So, like I said, I'm keeping this one simple. I'm taking DC United on the money line, minus 122. It's definitely worth a shot. It's going to be a tight game, but at the moment, despite being in a bad form, I think that DC United is the better team here. Cincinnati and Orlando are facing off in the next matchup, and or when Orlando is coming off of a draw against Charlotte 1-1 on the road. Cincinnati was losing to Atlanta 1-0 until about 83rd, 84th minute on the road. They were able to score two goals in the last few minutes of a game, and they actually got a win, which is now their second win in a row. Cincinnati is also still undefeated at home this season. They have been almost perfect. They have 12 wins and one draw and zero losses. And despite Orlando's pretty solid form right now, only one loss in their last five games, uh, I would give the advantage to Cincinnati at home. But then again, with Orlando's offense, which has been pretty good so far this season, I do expect goals. So I'm going to take over 2.5 goals, minus 139. I think it's definitely worth a shot and should be a very fun game because it doesn't seem that either team has the very solid defense right now. So Cincinnati against Orlando over 2.5 goals. New England is hosting Austin, and Austin will look for a win after suffering another loss. And this time it was to Seattle, which is their fifth loss in a row right now, and they're struggling a lot. They haven't beaten anyone on the road in a long, long time. And now they're facing this New England team, the team that's still undefeated at home this season. So, as you might suspect it, I'm going to go with New England on the money line at home, minus 143. I'm keeping it simple, guys, and I think that Austin will have to wait another week to get a win and to snap their losing streak. Dallas and Atlanta are facing off in the next matchup, and Dallas is actually coming off of a nice win. Wait, I clicked the wrong game here. Dallas. I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. Okay, so like I said, Dallas has beaten Austin a couple of weeks ago, but they ended up losing to St. Louis in their last game, 2-1. While Cincinnati on the other side, while Atlanta on the other side suffered that unfortunate loss to Cincinnati 2-1 at home. But before that, they have beaten Nashville 4-0. Now, at the moment, neither side has the defense, and both teams will try to get back on the winning track. So I do see a lot of offense. I do see a lot of chances in this one. So this is going to be another game where I'm going to take the over 2.5. It's minus 132. Might even combine this over 2.5, put it in a double with that Cincinnati and Orlando, and get a nice plus money out of both of these games. Nashville is hosting Charlotte in the next matchup, and you know what? Nashville has been struggling quite a bit. They haven't won any of their last three games, but they were able to keep Miami at bay with a nil-nil draw. As far as Charlotte go, they are also coming off of a draw, which was 1-1 against Orlando. But Nashville has been very solid at home so far this season, and I think Nashville's gonna get a win here. So I'm keeping this one simple as well. I'm taking Nashville on the money line, minus 134. It's definitely worth a shot, but I urge you to be careful because the price might not be worth the risk. So personally, I'm gonna put half a unit on Nashville on the money line. Kansas is playing against St. Louis in the next matchup, guys. And you know what? St. Louis has been absolutely on fire this season. They are in the second place overall in the MLS. But they have lost their last three games on the road in a row, and that is when they're where they are struggling the most. They're coming off of a win against Dallas 2-1, and it's time for them to get a nice positive result on the road. It's not going to be an easy thing to do against Sporting Kansas, who is a very solid team at home. They are on a two-game winning streak when playing at home, so they will definitely be a huge threat here. But Kansas does have a few injured players, and that potentially is a good chance for St. Louis. So I'm gonna go with St. Louis on the double chance at minus 114. Like I said, I think that they are the better team here. They have been the better team for the entire season so far. And I think that the least we get here is going to be St. Louis to get a draw, and that's going to be a nice winner for us. Salt Lake City is playing against Colorado at home, and I'm honestly surprised they're not the bigger favorites. I know that Salt Lake is on a four-game losing streak. They have been struggling a lot. They simply cannot bounce back, but Colorado is the perfect opponent for them right now. Colorado, the weakest team in the league, at the bottom of the table, on a four-game losing streak. They haven't won any of their last five games. They haven't scored a goal in any of their last two games. And like I said, this is the perfect opportunity for Salt Lake to get back on the winning track. So I'm going to take Salt Lake on the money line, minus 155. I know it's a bit of a steep price, but once again, we can always put it in a double with something else and get a nice plus money out of this game. So I'm taking Salt Lake on the money line. Galaxy will be playing against Houston on the West. That's a 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time game. And even though both teams are on nice winning streaks, Galaxy has two wins in a row. Houston has four wins in a row. Uh, I'm gonna go with the home team here. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk because it just seems to me that Galaxy has slowly been becoming more consistent, and they're catching that last train to the playoffs. And like I said, they have scored three goals in each of their last two games. They have kept one clean sheet. They conceded two goals, and I'm not saying they will keep a clean sheet here, but I'm gonna take Galaxy to win it over 2.5 at plus 160. The books see them as favorites. I do see them as favorites as well because I think that they are overall the better team than than Houston is. They just weren't able to show it this season yet. So I'm seeing Galaxy to continue their nice winning streak alive in this one, and for that reason, like I said, I'm taking Galaxy to win and over 2.5 goals. San Jose and Minnesota are facing off in the next matchup, and it's very hard to bet against Minnesota right now. The team that scored six goals in their last three games, the team that is actually undefeated in their last three games, while San Jose, despite being very solid team at home, they're coming off of a loss to Galaxy also at home 3-2, and on top of that, they are missing a couple of players who would certainly be a nice addition to this team if they are healthy. Now, Minnesota has been conceding goals quite steadily, and to keep two clean sheets in a row, I'm not sure they can do that. But I think they can score, and for that reason, I'm taking both teams to score in this one. Minus 148. Um, I think it's definitely worth a shot of taking Minnesota on the money line or taking Minnesota to win an over 2.5 or something like that for that insane plus money because I do believe that they're good enough to get a win here. But then again, San Jose, in my opinion, will definitely get on the scoreboard here at home. The last MLS game we have on Saturday is between Seattle and Portland. Now that's a bit of a rivalry game. Both teams on the West Coast. It's a 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time game, and both teams struggling quite a lot. Now Portland has only one win so far this season on the road. Seattle hasn't been at their best, but they're coming off of a win against Austin 2-1, and that definitely has been a huge confidence boost for this team. Now, they are in the playoff spot right now, but they definitely need a win here to keep that momentum alive, to keep their morale high, and to be without pressure as the regular season is coming to an end. So, I'm definitely leaning towards Seattle in this one, but I'm gonna go with goals instead. Minus 148. Like I said, it's a bit of a rivalry. It's gonna be a rough game, but I do expect enough chances here to give us 3 goals. So I'm taking over 2.5 in this Seattle versus Portland matchup in the MLS. That's it, guys. That's all for Saturday in the MLS. Thank you for joining me here. Let's have a great evening together, guys. Good luck with your bets. Have a great Saturday. And of course, stay tuned for more free picks coming to the Pickdawgz YouTube channel soon.